Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Last time we went to Rocket Town after we saw an airship take off from Junon. We knew to go to Rocket Town. We knew what the Shinra were up to. We went there, fought a bunch of Shinra grunts, and we fought Rude. Able to defeat them all. We hopped on the rocket. Palmer launched that thing with us in there. We grabbed the huge materia, and we took a escape pod off. So Shinra, they just said, "Fuck it, we're sending this rocket to the meteor. We're gonna hope for the best." They wanted to do it with the huge materia at first, right? And thanks to us, they had no huge materia on it. So who knows? Like, I think that's a real question that should be asked and explored more. If Shinra had all their huge materia on that rocket, could it have destroyed Meteor? Probably not. It'll be interesting to see how all that goes down in Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. We got 3 of the 4 huge materias now, and there's one more that's up for grabs that we need to get to. Fort Condor, Coral, and the rocket. Materia you get from the rocket. Put Yuffie back in. There's the underwater reactor. We got a huge deep blue sea to explore. We better watch out for a green fellow. Yep, I knew it. Yuffie, what are you doing? It seems like a key to somewhere. It seems really old. Analysis completed. Exact date of origin? Undetermined. Estimated to be several thousand years old. Several thousand years. Ancients? Key to ancients. Can't bring up... Damn, I can't bring up the menu while in the submarine. Interesting. Well, it's better to pilot with the L1 and R1 buttons. Is she running in place because she listened to Cloud's advice earlier on the airship a couple of episodes ago, where he's like, yeah, I know air sickness is hard. One of the best things you can do is like move around. I guess I can do this now. Okay, I kind of didn't even have this on my mind, but yeah, I did not have this on my mind in the moment, but yeah, this is something we can do now. You know, I'm kind of thinking, like, should I do this now? I'm just thinking to myself, but I guess so. Sephiroth? That voice. It can't be. Lucretia. Lucretia? Vincent? Lucretia, stay back! Oh, look. If she is happy, then I don't mind. I'm against it. Why experiment on humans? She and I are both scientists. After that, a child was born to Lucretia. The child's name was Sephiroth. Ugh! This body is the punishment that's been given to me. I was unable to stop Professor Gas and Hosho and Lucretia. I was I was unable to stop them. All that I was able to do was watch. That is my punishment. That text is going too fast, then I could read it. Lucretia, you're alive. I wanted to disappear. I couldn't be with anyone. I wanted to die. But the Genova inside me wouldn't let me die. Lately, I dream a lot of Sephiroth. My dear, dear child. Ever since he was born, I never got to hold him. Not even once. You can't call me his mother. That is my sin. Back! Stay back! Vincent, won't you please tell me? What? If Sephiroth is still alive. I heard that he died 5 years ago, but I see him in my dreams so often. And I know that physically, like myself, he can't die so easily. Please, Vincent, tell me. Lucretia, Sephiroth is dead. Cool scene. That is a cool scene. I wish... We're not completely done with all that yet, but instead of getting Dirge of Cerberus, or rather, instead of getting what we got for Dirge of Cerberus, I wish it was a prequel game. I wish it was a game that took place during Vincent's time in the Turks. Looking back on Crisis Core, and I like Crisis Core a lot, but looking back at Crisis Core and Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus, especially Dirge of Cerberus, I feel like all those games especially Dirge of Cerberus were setting up. It was setting up for something in the future. Maybe like a true sequel, a true fully fledged, like full-length game sequel, like AAA kind of game, like a Final Fantasy VII 2, like true game. Because when Advent Children was the first thing to come out, that was a movie. And it was a sequel to the game. It was a sequel to Final Fantasy VII, told like a new story of what happened after Final Fantasy VII. And then you get you get Dirge of Cerberus next, and that's a sequel to Advent Children, the movie. The events of Dirge of Cerberus happens after Advent Children. And then you get that secret ending where the final boss of Dirge of Cerberus is kind of intercepted / rescued kind of by the villain that's in the next game that came out, Crisis Core. Crisis Core was a prequel to. It was a prequel to everything, to Final Fantasy VII. Told the events of what happened just before Sephiroth went crazy, and a little bit after. You also had the Before Crisis game, which was a mobile game that was only in Japan, where you did play as Turks and stuff, and that takes place even before Crisis Core. I think that game came out before everything else. Like that came out before Advent Children, I do believe. And you can tell, like, through all that, they're just milking Final Fantasy VII. And it's crazy because Final Fantasy VII came out in 1997, and like all these other projects didn't start coming out. I mean, Advent Children, I don't think came out till 06, so almost 10 years later. Before Crisis came out, maybe a couple years before that. But I feel like all these things was trying to set up a big new thing for the Final Fantasy series, like a true sequel to the original game. Because, again, like, you have a mobile phone game. Like, these are all the sequels / prequels to Final Fantasy VII. You got a mobile phone game that was only in Japan. You got a movie, PSP game, and yeah, Dirge of Cerberus was a PS2 game, but it was very. It was a very short game. Like, I feel like all these games definitely weren't AAA. Right? And I feel like their purpose was to be a cash grab, I think, first and foremost, honestly. And, but also just to set up for a new Final Fantasy sequel. But I guess it just never came to fruition. And then years would pass by, and they would announce they're going to remake Final Fantasy VII. And that's where we're at now. Like, two games have come out remaking Final Fantasy VII and a little bit more. Remaking it and a little bit more. And we're waiting for the third one now. That Final Fantasy VII compilation of games and a movie, like, a lot of people don't like any of it, right? A lot of people say it's just a bunch of more or less garbage. I do think it was all, like, the main thing was, I think it was all cash grabby. But I do genuinely like Crisis Core. I really like Crisis Core. I really, really like Crisis Core. All the rest of it, yeah, not a big fan of. I've never experienced Before Crisis. I guess it's possible to play like an English ROM of it, like a fan translated ROM, but too much of a pain in my dick to do. Yeah, Advent Children, I really can't say that's a good movie. It was neat to watch it for the first time. But it was really, I really felt like I felt like it had potential to be decent, but it was, I think the plot was just kind of nonsense. Especially with, like, I feel like the main villains, like the three villains were just nonsense. And Dirge of Cerberus, it's just not. Like, that's infamously infamously known as a bad game. I played through it. I didn't think it was horrible. Like, I think it gets a little bit of a bad rap, but it's not a good game. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. Let's get back to it. I could have been trying to sail my submarine and ramble at the same time, but I just can't do it. Like, this would have been the perfect time to try and play and talk at the same time, because there's nothing to this. I'm just so used to not doing that. That's where the key to the ancients was. Oh! You do not want to make contact with that thing. Just got me nervous. Scared it was just gonna fucking pivot right into me. That is one of the weapons. That is Emerald Weapon. He'll kindly, whenever you exit the ocean and come back in, he'll kind of just randomly be somewhere. He can swim around this area in a set path. Some places he'll just sit and chill at. He can sit and chill right in front of some places of interest. There's that submarine we sunk. So this is the leader sub. Damn. Makes me sick just thinking about it. Huge material recovered. Huge material recovered. No damage appears to have been sustained. Whew, that's good to hear. Why did it make you sick to your stomach, Cloud? Just thinking about the people inside that probably had a rough death. I guess they ended up drowning or suffocating to death. Oh, there's the weapon again. Emerald Weapon. Now, Emerald and Ruby Weapon are the super bosses of the game. I will not be fighting Emerald and Ruby Weapon. They are super bosses. They are the hardest bosses in the game. Harder than the final boss itself. They are hard. They are hard. And they weren't originally in the initial Japanese release. When the game came to the West, they got put in it then. So I don't know what happened in Japan. I don't know if there was like a re-release of Final Fantasy VII that included them. I don't know. This is the Shinra's Gelnika type airplane. I wonder why I went down here. Under the rotting pizza. Heaven's Cloud. We'll do another one. 3, 2, 1. Wow, luckily, like, none of this materia Cloud has up here needs to be connected at all. Heaven's Cloud it is. Okay. Turks. Again? I just got my ass kicked by them. We just seem to keep running into each other lately. There were weapons and materia developed solely to destroy Sephiroth. But it was attacked by a weapon and sunk to the bottom of the sea. I can't give you what's here. We'll take out Sephiroth. I guess this is our last meeting. I won't let you get in our way. Is it rich? Tough ring. Bitch. Damn you! I meant to switch his summon out. Forgot to do that. Where's the enemy skill materia? That, oh, I guess I fucked that up somehow? No way. These guys are pretty tough. Yeah, I remember that battle's a tougher one. Kinda had to keep Yuffie on healing duty mostly. I remember when I first played this game, with the speed at its normal setting at halfway, and really just having a ball with the game and not being worried about making sure I wasn't over leveled and shit. I remember this fight gave me trouble then, and that's why I did not mind going to Rocket Town and doing that stuff before diving underwater. But I don't know how much help going to Rocket Town first would have done. I mean, maybe I got a level. So Shinra's new secret weapon was on this airship? And damn it, really? Right off the bat. Yeah, I also remember the encounters are pretty tough here as well. They're like encounters that are shown nowhere else. Bad raps. Damn, nothing there. Fuck. Yeah, this is actually a pretty tough place, but again, it's a place that's completely optional. I need more tents. I think this is my last one. Yep. Should try to steal from those alien-looking octopuses. But what I also need to see... What the fuck happened to Cloud's enemy skill materia? I'm so confused. About to get break. This must be the cargo room. Yo. You gotta be careful in this place, because if I explore half this room and die, then I have to redo it all over again, because I have to load my save file. Spirit Lance. This is terrible. It's all messed up. Still watering. I don't even know if I've used Comment 2. They used a lot of MP though. Yeah, that MP it used was not worth the damage output. Oh shit, that's not good. That attack always fucks me up. I killed it off. Aqua Lung is always so devastating. I think that's a Vincent weapon. That should be a Sid weapon, but didn't I already get a Vincent weapon? I mean, yeah, that should be a Sid weapon. Okay. Learn limit skill Highwind. Oh, it's his final limit break. Barrett, Aerith, Red 13, Yuffie, Sid. That might be Sid's ultimate weapon, honestly, that I found earlier. Ew. Unknown. Unknown number 3. Did you steal? I feel like it didn't say anything about stealing. Stole a bolt armlet. Yep. Since it uses thunder attacks itself, that might have been a stupid move. Yeah, that was a stupid move. I knew it. Damn it. I knew it as soon as I did it. His power's all used up now, though. Contain an ultimate. We got ultimate now. We got break, and we got Ultima. $130 for Ultima. Hades. So that might be everything that's here. Damn it. Fuck, why didn't you switch to Cloud? What did I steal from it? Don't eat. think that's pretty much all there is to explore. Sunken Gelnika. Found that sunken okay, good. Kind of wanted just to wait till I came back down and it was stationary. My anxiety just goes up a little too much when it's swimming around freely. I don't want to accidentally bump into it. You can't escape the fight or anything. You're just gonna have to take it up the butt. I did just recently save though. It's kind of weird you can land there because there really isn't anything indicating that you'd be able to land here. But I guess that's what can make it more secret. Real quick, I want to try and look at some of this stuff that I've gotten. This is what I stole from Rude in that last fight. Decreases all elemental attacks by half. No materia slots, no growth. I mean, if there's no slots, there can be no growth. Well, that's unfortunate. The stats do go up. But I like my materia slots. I mean, they look at magic defense. Look how much that goes up. Bolt armlet. I think this is what I got from Reno. But I've had bolt armlets before. In fact, Yuffie's got one on right now. I'm pretty sure that's what I got from Reno, right? Right? Maybe it was a water ring? Damn, I guess it's still too early. Okay. I think it might just be based on the number of battles you get into. Like you go in there for the first time, get that little bit of backstory from Vincent. And then you have to go through a certain number of battles before the next thing to happen. You might even be able to land in Costa del Sol with this, but I guess not. All those times we watched the cargo ship sail from Junon to Costa del Sol, and now we're sailing ourselves. Alright, that's going to do it for this one. Until next time.